Hello, 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 fine people. How are we all doing? It's Tamika, Goddess of Fire Tarot 128. I hope you all are well. It seems like Monday morning, but it's actually Tuesday morning. It feels like Monday morning because my babes didn't go to work yesterday. So I feel like I'm off. I already usually feel off because of his work schedule. But I'm very appreciative of his work schedule because he spends more time at home. And I love that for us. But anyway, hope everyone is well. I've been singing this song for the last couple of days. It's a very old song. It's by Stacy Lattisaw. And it's I Found Love on a Two-Way Street. This goes, I found love on a two-way street, but lost it on a one-way highway. I found love on a two-way street, and lost it on a, it's a lonely highway, and lost it on a lonely highway. So something could be significant about traveling. Maybe someone lives on like a street that has traffic that goes both ways. My street goes both ways, but it actually looks more like a one-way. And sometimes people park like the opposite way. And my town is very residential. So the only thing on my block are houses. Are there even apartment buildings around here? Are there? They're like condos, but not really apartment buildings. No, not really. It's interesting. I never thought about it. I think closer to like the Irvington area, there are apartment buildings. But no, not in my township. Not that I've seen. Damn. So, I don't know. Maybe that's significant to somebody. It was meant for me to say, so there's that. So we're going to get, I guess we'll use this deck. I didn't have anything really in particular. This is the Path of Shadows oracle. But yeah, I've been singing that. I found love on a one-way street and lost it on a lonely highway. And then he walked out. With music softly playing, his lips were gently saying, honey, I love you. It seems, romance related? But we'll see. What cards do we have from the Path of the Shadows? I say typically as if I use this deck all the time. This is a pretty, I think I got this for my birthday or Mother's Day or something. That's what when holidays come, cards, I've given myself like a stipend every month so I could spend like $50 on cards. So I've been buying cards from like Amazon because they have like the $16 Johns. And this is one deck that I want to get from Etsy. It's called the Oneness Tarot. And it's so dope because it's like first person point of view. And it just makes me feel like I'm in the moment. So I can't wait to get those. And those were all my, I was thinking about getting them next month, but with freaking shipping, it's like $75. $75, I gotta save up for those. It's not in my immediate budget. So the two cards we have out are Banshee. Oh, snap. I was watching a reading yesterday. What is her name? Egyptian goddess or something like that. It's funny because she's a Caucasian woman, and you wouldn't even think her name was I think it's Egyptian goddess, or it's something to do with like the Egyptian culture. And it's dope to see that name with her. Like, you wouldn't, it would be very unsuspecting. So that could be significant, something unsuspecting. But she did a reading and she talked about the banshee. I don't recall what it was. Like, sometimes I have readings on in the background, so it's not like I'm really paying attention to them. But I remember her saying banshee, and she had notes that she had taken on them. So, banshee, we have, all I could hear was a warning scream. Ignoring the signs won't make me free. This is some of that ignorance is bliss type energy. Like, if I don't know the truth, then it can't hurt me, which is not true. Someone could have like blonde or platinum color hair that they've dyed, or you could be fortunate like me and have some platinum white hair growing out of your head. White hair. It's almost like a shock. Oh, like Storm from the X-Men. White hair. Someone could be like Halle Berry's complexion and wear their hair in that. I love the white hair. Like, once upon a time, I always said that when my hair started turning gray, that I wouldn't dye it. But then it started turning gray, and I was like, no, I'm going to continue to dye it. And it wasn't until maybe 4 years ago or 3 years ago that I decided that I wasn't going to dye it anymore. And I used like peroxide in my ear from the ear thing I had going on. So like some of my ends are, a lot of my ends are colored from like the peroxide. But other than that, I just wear my natural hair. So something could be significant about wearing your natural hair. This also would hear the boogeyman. I was gonna say the comparison. The boogeyman, it's like childlike energy. It's like the demon you encounter as a child. That demon that you see but your parents don't see. Oh, this is turning. I don't like this. I don't like this. I want to cry. I don't like this. Childhood, and this is like almost like someone aged quickly because of their childhood. They had to mature quickly. This boogeyman card reminds me of, and I don't want to cry. It reminds me of all those terrible things that could have happened in your childhood. It says, boogeyman, a life unfolds and shadow over. A life unfolds and shadow overpowers light. With my innocence be left untouched. Will my innocence be left untouched? So it gives me very much abusive vibes, childhood. It also reminds me of this show that I watched. I think it was The Twilight Zone. And it had, what is his name? Edgar Allan Griffin? Edgar Allan. He played on freaking In Living Color with the Wayans brothers. He played with Marlon Wayans. Was it Marlon? Not Marlon. Oh, who was it? Damn. Why can't I remember the brother's name? He had the baldy, and they would do like the gay guy stuff where they would dress as women. I can't remember the name. He wore a little hat on his bald head. But he played in like the Twilight Zone, like I think it was a TV series. And the son would always draw monsters in school, and the teacher thought it was like a fictional type of character, that he was like afraid of the dark or something, maybe afraid of banshee, afraid of the boogeyman. Oh, they both starts with B too. BB. Anyway, So the person he was drawing was actually his father, because his father was a monster. He would beat his mother and beat him. Like, it was a very abusive situation. So one day the father was beating the mother. I think he was like, he had initially went after the son, but then the mother stepped in and he started to go after the mother, and he was gonna beat her, seemed like to death almost. And the son took his paper, and I think he ripped it or balled it up. Whatever he did to the paper, it destroyed the boogeyman. So there could be something that is written that can destroy someone. There could be someone that has suffered some type of abuse in their childhood. And oh my God, it's like this abuse in childhood has carried on into their adulthood. And they've suffered because of that, the choices that they've made, the people that they've allowed into their life, the energy that they think that they're deserving of comes from a childhood wound. All I could hear was a warning scream. Ignoring the signs won't make me free. Someone is ignoring someone is trying to normalize the things that happened to them when they were in their childhood, not wanting to recognize that the shit that they went through was very traumatic, just because like a lot of families, because they don't want to live with this stigmatism of having a predator in their family, or even just abusive. It's like, oh no, you just, yeah, you got whipped and you got whelps all over your body, and sometimes you had bruises, and maybe you had like a black eye once, just once, because it was, you moved your head the wrong way. But that's how you're supposed to discipline children. No, that's not. Or an adult in the family did something to the child or children in the family, because I don't believe it stops at one. And they hide it. Someone is screaming out for help. A banshee screams to be heard, someone is in a lot of pain because of their childhood. Something about the big bad wolf. Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland, the rabbit hole. It's that energy where someone asks a question. It's just what are my grandparents and their parents, like, trying to go through your family line, and then you realize like your aunt is really your sister or some shit like that. The letter B is significant. Banshee and Boogeyman. B. Let's get some cards. Oh, this is really, oh my God. I didn't anticipate this to be the energy that we get this morning. I don't like it. Excuse me, I need to blow my nose. I don't like it. This could be why people or someone is having like problems with that song, I found love on a two-way street and lost it on a one-way highway. Something could be one-sided. Like someone could have grown up, oh my God, grown up and had very dysfunctional relationships because of what they went through as a child. Someone could be looking to, oh, someone could be looking to meet or be with someone that protects them. You ever see those stories? Like it was a movie I saw once, or it was like a Law and Order episode. Something where, like, the woman, she was married. This was like a married couple. And the woman would go and put herself in situations with other men that could turn deadly. And then her husband would come in and kind of like save her from this experience. But it was all set up by the both of them. And it was like they both fit a need that the other had. She needed to be saved and he needed to save someone. This could be a relationship that has a very weird dynamic, that you both connect because of your traumas. And you connect in a low vibrational way. It's not coming together where you're able to openly discuss them and heal from them, but that you capitalize on it or you feed off of each other. It's like, it sounds so terrible. Because as adults, the things that these two do are very destructive. Very destructive. People can get hurt, or people have gotten hurt. People could also lose their life if this energy goes too far. But like, it satisfies them, like a primal urge or a primal need to survive. Someone has learned from their childhood they must do anything in their power to survive. And that means if they have to cut down people who are around them that love and support them, they'll do that as well. This is someone who doesn't have trust for anyone. They trust themselves. And the closest that they could come to is this other person. This love on a two-way street. Both going in opposite directions, but at some point collided because you lost it on the one-way highway. It's like a street that goes from 2 lanes to 1 lane. Maybe it was so that these energies intertwined so much that they kind of became one. It's like 2 people in one body, 2 personalities. Someone can have like a personality disorder. It reminds me of that movie. Oh my God, what was the name of it? It was like the series, or where it all went together with Dr. Glass and Dr. Sleep, I think it was. But this guy had like 27 personalities. And one of his personalities was called the Beast. That was the enforcer. This could actually be one person who has multiple personalities because of the stuff that they went through as a child. Like, they had to disassociate themselves in a way that it protected them from the pain that they went through. I hate to see this Boogeyman card, because it's like a child who was defenseless and couldn't protect themselves, and no one else around them protected them. And this person screams out, still to this day, they scream out when they are feel attacked by that energy. This could be someone who, like, you could have a conversation with them, and as soon as the energy, or maybe even the thought of that person that did whatever to them when they were a child, it's like the energy, like, immediately changes. For some people, it could be like going into this, like, kind of cocoon where you are shielding yourself. For other people, the energy turns where it could be like turning into the beast, where your personality changes and now you're this individual because you need this energy, this beast energy, to protect you from looks, from words, from actions. You need that energy to protect you. I really do feel like because of this, someone had to grow up very quickly, as the childhood was more like a mini adulthood. And they felt the need to have to protect themselves. So this is a kid that could have done things like purposely didn't want to stay alone with this person, or if they knew that this person was going to be around, they would make sure that they were like, Mom, can I go to such and such's house, or just to get away. This child, when this person was a child, they could have written about this energy, or they could have drew this demon who's the actually real person in their life. Someone is really crying out for help. You know what else this reminds me of? I don't know if you could see the picture with his eyes glowing in the background. It reminds me of that song Rain on Me by Ashanti. In the video, Lorenz Tate, his demonic side comes out, and this energy here reminds me of that. So the spouse that this person, or the person that they're connected with in terms of a relationship, are also very abusive to them. And they use sex as a way to heal the pain. Like, they'll fight and they'll argue and they'll scream, possibly like physical violence, and then afterwards they would have sex. It's a very abusive relationship. In that video, his eyes, he looked into the mirror and his eyes turned like black. Like his demonic side was taking over. Someone's demonic side is taking over. They are losing control. The things that they've done in the past to help them to cope with whatever they're going through, they can't, it's not helping anymore, because things feel massive. Things feel out of control. Things are like, they're bringing out different personalities to cope with this. I feel like this is somebody with multiple personalities. And that's why people, this could be that energy where people, like with the Gemini or even Pisces energy, where you can go to either extreme, two different energies. I feel like people just say like, oh, that's just, oh, don't get such and such mad. This person can be very easily triggered too. Especially when they feel cornered. When they feel like there's no way out. Let's get some cards, I guess. Rain on me, Lord, won't you take this pain from me? I don't wanna live, I don't wanna breathe. Look, the Ten of Swords with the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is relationships, people you roll with. Ten of Swords, and this could be reconciliation energy too. Ten of Swords is a painful ending. Something is triggering a painful ending, or because of a painful ending, someone is being triggered. You know how I saw this other episode of Law and Order where this young man was a piano prodigy, and he was getting tutored by this older guy in his block, and he had been getting tutored from this man from a very young age, and it turned out that the man was sexually assaulting him, and he had done that to other little kids, the older gentleman. But the prodigy, let's call him Sam, went on to abuse kids himself because of what he went through. So there could be an energy of that as well. Tell me about the Banshee. Tell me about the Banshee. Banshee feels like a tortured soul. Queen of Cups energy. This could be a water sign. Queen of Wands. The Tower. Aww. And, oh, I can't show that one. The World. The World. This person could have grown up to be very sexually promiscuous and very emotionally attached to masculine energies of people of power, people of authority. This person saw a lot of destruction within their home and the community, the people who were here to support and love this person. This healing is a solo job. I feel as if the people in this person's community, in terms of their family and who they grew up with, who were in their world when this stuff was happening, this person might be separating themselves from those individuals, healing from that, having to, it gives me like the Angela Bassett energy from Waiting to Exhale, when she was like, she's finally had enough, and she took his stuff outside and set it on fire. It's like someone is setting something on fire, but I think it has to do with the people who were in their life as a child, the people who didn't support them, the people who didn't protect them. This is fire and water, which could be like this person, when emotional, can get very hot-tempered, because I feel like this person feels weak in an emotional state. They feel as if they can be easily taken advantage of, easily manipulated. But they come from a heart-centered space, but they hide that part of them with this fire energy, with that anger, with that aggression, with that, that like lion energy, that cougar energy, that cheetah energy. Like, I'm strong and I can take care of myself and I don't need you to provide for me. I don't need you to help me. And you better stay the fuck away from me or I'm a... That's not... I don't want to say what I wanted to say. But tear at someone's throat is what somebody wants to do. It's like somebody is... Oh my God, it reminds me of the Incredible Hulk. Where somebody is always... Not always angry. I think because someone is emotional, they feel weak or they feel vulnerable. Because they're caring and they're loving. They feel weak. Because maybe... Not maybe. They feel weak. Maybe they feel like expressing emotions is weak. But this is someone who will go after someone who's in an emperor energy. Someone who can provide for them. Someone who could protect them. Yeah. Give them happiness. Fulfill. It's like trying to fulfill a need. Oh. So it goes back to that energy in the beginning. Yes. Where with the Queen of Cups, I said in that story with the husband and the wife, the Queen of Cups is like the woe is me. Like, oh my God, this man is taking advantage of me. Please help me. Please help me. I need you. And then the Emperor comes through and it's like, baby, I got you. I'm taking this out. Fuck him. Was he touching you? Oh, I'm about to debt this nigga. Excuse me. And then we all go away happy and fulfilled. Pleased with what we've done. Oh, and it reminds me too, like in that with the Law and Order episode with the husband and wife, I think they had relations after. Look, with the lovers, they had relations after. Like it was something that was and what is the intoxicating? It was almost like a turn on. Ugh. Tell me about the Tower. You know what? This is a Seven of Pentacles rethinking. I'm thinking. What have I harvested? What seeds have I sown? How have I been living? Four of Swords and the Star is a healing energy. Maybe someone wants to heal from this. They want to be different. They want to do different things. With the Five of Swords, like this Five of Swords is typically like mind games and someone willing to do whatever it takes to get what they want. And someone is like, this looks like someone is tired of doing that. Someone is realizing that it's not healthy. They don't want to be that way. They don't want to react that way. They don't want their triggers to reflect their traumas anymore. They don't want triggers. I feel like this is someone who's finally coming to terms with their past, with the Hangman. I'm seeing things differently. I've made this example before. When you go outside of your household, you go outside of your nucleus, outside of your community, and you see how people live differently, and you realize that the things that you went through are not normal. You want to make a change with the Wheel of Fortune. You realizing that there's something different, and now you want to change it. You want to change how you share your time, how you share your energy, how you share your love. With the World next to the Queen of Wands in the Tower, this person has dealt with a lot of endings in their life because of how they approach a situation, because of how their mind is wired to think. Tell me about the Boogeyman. I don't know if I want to know about the Boogeyman. Eight of Pentacles in the Moon. This is something that could have happened at night a lot. I get, like, this could be the parent was at work and this person had a babysitter at night. Maybe the parent worked nighttime, like night work. This could be that something happened while a parent was at work and this person was with whoever was taking care of them. This could also be someone was very focused in doing whatever it was that they were doing to this child. I'm gonna get one more card, then I'm gonna get off of this because I don't wanna feel this energy. And it's like you wanna be mad at this person, you're sad for them, you're angry for them. It's like someone doing some really fucked up shit as an adult. But if you knew about the things that they went through as a child, you would just be like, how did you even endure that? The fact that you're here standing after this pain with the Three of Swords, after this shit that broke your heart, how are you here? And then you can almost understand why they move the way they move. It's not intentional in terms of this is the person they want to be. It's how they had to survive. How they had to live in order to survive. To mentally be able to get past this. And they're not. All right. Three of Cups at the bottom. Something about friends is significant. The reconciliation. This person could actually have people in their life, because we have trauma bonds. So there could be people in this person's life who are friends of theirs who have gone through similar situations, and that's why they're able to bond or interact so well. This could be someone this person met as like in their younger years or as a teenager. Different ways to get to the same place. So these people, their traumas as children could have been different. Maybe it was like poverty, or it could have been like community violence or neglect. Kids having to be adults, taking care of their siblings, taking care of their parents. There could have been addiction issues. This is real heavy for a Tuesday morning reading. We're gonna do some letters. No, this was really heavy. I wasn't anticipating that. Where are my letters? maybe I'm not supposed to do letters if I can't find them so readily, right? Here we go. I'm gonna, I don't know if I want to even, no, I'm not. I'm not, because that's going to take me into a whole nother crying session that I don't want. I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. Don't want to cry. What was that? Mariah Carey? I can't remember the words. I know she says, I don't want to cry. Don't want to cry. That's all I remember. I think it was from her first album. Courage. October. The letter C. The letter O. C-O. Someone could be a corrections officer. This has to do with someone's company. Who they keep company with. We have desire. The number 8. October 8th. The letter Y. The letter Y again. The number 4. October 4th. The letter G, 4G. Somebody can use a 4G phone. The letter M, MGM. What is that MG? Is that like, and that's in Vegas, MGM Hotel or something like that? And MCM is a clothing brand or pocketbook. Scorpio. With desire. Oh my God, that's so... Scorpio energy is taboo, is forbidden. It's also transformative, but the taboo and the forbidden next to desire. The number 8. 80 could be significant. 40 could be significant. Heals relationships, spiritual family. The number 5, the letter F. (4G) and 5G. 3, 4, 5. Something in succession. Minnesota could be significant. Colorado could be significant. October 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 8th. October 30th. We have another G. G is significant. GG and Y. The letter U. The letter J. Sagittarius is significant. 417, which facilitates change. I need my glasses. I don't even know why. I haven't had them on this whole time. I think I haven't. Facilitates change. The letter T. Full-time employee or something about work. There could be change to someone's employment. Someone is feeling shame. The letter L. The letter P. police officer, parole officer. The letter U. P-U. That reminds me of like Pepe Le Pew. Pepe Le Pew. What was that? Was it Road Runner? Whatever cartoon that was. Road Runner. Someone could... We talked about... Didn't I talk about travel or something in the beginning of this? A road runner. Someone rips the road. Someone's pride is in the way. That's why it's hard to facilitate this change. The letter E. Oh, look. Gemini is significant. And we have June. So a June Gemini is significant. Gemini's season could be significant. We have the letter L. A push and pull relationship. Push and pull. Push and pull. Someone has an op. Someone who's ashamed could have something to do with this Gemini energy. General Motors. Someone could have a GM car. Someone could be 5 feet 3 inches tall, or 5 foot 4 inches tall. Something about someone's feet or their gut, like their gut health or the health of their feet. Some Sagittarius is getting some enlightenment, possibly about a Scorpio, or Scorpio and a Sagittarius are getting enlightenment. Scorpio season starts in October, so there could be an October Scorpio that's significant. A June Gemini and an October Scorpio. The 8th, let's see, Scorpio. So what, like the 30th of October could be significant. The 30th of June, no. Gemini is already over it's already over now, right? We're in Cancer season. So not the 30th of June, maybe the 5th of June, the 3rd of June, the 8th of June. October Scorpio could be the same dates, the 8th, Dosodiana, end of the month is Scorpio. So it could be November 3rd, November 5th, November 4th, November 8th. Something about a pup cup. It made me think about that comedian Darren Fleet. Pup cup. Somebody could have a dog. I see this J and this U, and it reminds me of, Juno is what I want to say, Juno, but it also reminds me of like karate for some reason, martial arts. Someone's fighting something, a guppy. Someone can have fish. I heard gum disease, bleeding gums. Dealing with a Scorpio. GE, General Electric and General Motors. Something about General. I heard General Store. So maybe this could be like your local mom and pop store that you go to. I don't know why that would be significant. Clog. Something is clogged. Someone's thinking or their feelings are clogged. Whoever this person is that's 5'3", this is the person that feels shame. person is a Gemini, but they're prideful. Doesn't know how to walk away, or doesn't want to walk away. GOP, isn't that like with the politicians? Someone could be a politician. GOP. Julian could be significant. Paul. Something about the moon. Someone could be doing something with regard to the moon. Or the last full moon. Or the last moon that was in Gemini season. Was the last full moon in Gemini season? So this last full moon could be significant. Someone could have been doing something under the full moon, or something happened around the time of the full moon. When was the full moon? It was the 21st, right? Was it Thursday or Friday? Friday. I don't know why I thought to mention this, but someone could have been doing some like really dumb shit during the full moon or this weekend. Like, I had another glass bottle in front of my driveway. If you could really see the street that I live on, it's very, very residential, very much so. You have to be purposefully coming this way to just be here, you know. You just don't come down this block because you're trying to find your way, because this would get you even more lost. So it's odd that in the last couple of years I've had a few bottles just placed in front of my driveway. This one time it was like broken glass, that it was like already broken up, and it was in front of the driveway. And then I had like a Hennessy bottle. The other day was a Corona bottle. One time it was like some fruit juice type shit bottle. And so you could have been having somebody do, or maybe this is you, if this is the energy that you're in, out here doing stupid shit. Sorry, because it is stupid. Like, there is no way that somebody decides that they're going to park in front of my driveway and drink a beer and then just leave it in front of the driveway. It's, oh my God. It's comical at this point. And no tires were messed up in this situation. So you're like, people are just adding more karma unto the shit that they've already done, which is crazy. That has nothing to do with this here, but I just thought I would mention that. Something is a flop. Didn't work out the way someone thought it would. With the CO there, someone could be going to jail. Commissary. Something about the prom. A jug. J-U-G, jug. Felicia could be significant. Something about fetching. Someone could be 54, 53, 43, 35, 34, 38, 58, 85, 84, 83, 38, 34, 35, 54, 53, 58, 45, 43, 48. I think that is all I see for now. Yeah. That's all I see. I'm gonna go. I feel sad. I'm gonna take a shower. I want to retwist my hair today anyway, so this works out perfectly. Thank you for stopping through. I feel like I should get something just to leave off in a positive tone. I'm gonna get one of these and one of these. This is Grief, Grace, and Healing. I'm going to try to only do one of each of these because let's stop. Let's take that one. Grace. Reinvent and reimagine. Number 39. Offer yourself the grace of reinventing or reimagining an aspect of yourself or your life. Grief and healing are tributaries of transformation. Grief and healing are tributaries of transformation, and grace is sending messages about how you might redefine your priorities, desires, goals, and needs. A grace you possess wants to be expressed in the world. Honor who you are today. More fully embody yourself. You need to give grace to yourself. I think sometimes I say we, I'm not human. But humans, you don't give yourselves enough grace. Things take time. Like the trauma that someone went through, it wasn't an overnight thing. This was something that was perpetuated for their entire life. So it's not going to be a 1, 2, 3, I'm healed type of thing. It takes a while for you to get out of that energy, to reinvent yourself, to reimagine how your life could be. So I think there should be, you used to curse every time you turned around, and now you're mindful of that. You only curse 10 times out of the 15. That's an accomplishment. That's you progressing in a positive way. Yes, you're still cursing this. You're working on not doing so, but you're making strides to make a difference. So you should give yourself grace, and you should celebrate those wins because they are wins. Okay, so we're going to do that today, huh? All right. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? Burn with desire. There is power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. So today's soul action. Today go inward. Your answers lie within. Do what you desire. Choose what makes you happy and do that. And not what you think will make you happy. Not what you think other people think would make you happy, or because Sally and Janet have a new G-Wagon that you think G-Wagons are now going to make you happy. No, you have to search for that inner child. In that Boogeyman card where there's that big monster there that put fear and terror into that child. What were those things that you wanted before that fear and that terror? What as a child made you happy? I saw this video the other day, and I don't know how this ties into this reading, but in this video, this mom was having a really hard time, and she was about to do a video about how bad her day was, and her young daughter walked in the room. I was like, "Hey, mom," and the mom was like, "Hey, baby, what's going on? What do you need?" And the daughter's like, "Mom, are you having a rough day?" And the mother was like, "Yeah, I am. I'm having a little bit of a rough day, but I'll be okay." So this is going to make me cry too. So her daughter said, "Can I pray for your heart?" She was in her pureness, in her innocence. And all she wanted to do was to make her moms happy. All she wanted to do was make sure that the people around her felt love and joy. The pureness of a child. What makes you happy in that pureness? In that energy? Well, walking, like, I know these are simple things. I love swinging on the swing. So I would go to the playground just to swing on the swing. Or just to sit by water. Something that soothed my soul. What soothes your soul? What gives you pure joy without the pretense of other people's thoughts or wishes or happiness? What makes you happy? Do that. Do that. I just felt guided to read this. What excuses am I making right now? No more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is now. That's all I'm going to read from that. All right, I'm going to go. I really hope this message was beneficial for someone. I send you much love in dealing with the situation. I want to cry again. I don't want to cry. I don't want to. I'm going to go because I need to cleanse my energy. Thank you for stopping through and thank you for listening. And I appreciate you and all that you do. I appreciate who you are. I appreciate what you bring to the world and what you are yet to bring to the world. I appreciate all the things that you've already brought to the world, whether you feel like it's a negative thing or a positive thing. You are here on this journey, and that deserves praise. So, I'll probably be back with another video, but we'll see, because this was a lot. Have an awesome day, guys.